Chapter 2, Assault. Chiella has something. Really? Come with me, she ordered. I'm on my way, he said, wiping off his hands and following her into the house. Did she hack into the NADF? Jude asked. No, but she did get into camo. Don't you think it's interesting that the Consolidated Agriculture and Mining Operation folks were analyzing surveys, soil samples, and making crop plans for Wytheville 2 weeks ago? She asked. Yeah, especially since they were still a SAC at that time, Jude said. This was a planned takeover of SAC land. We need to warn the other SACs, Zara said. I don't want to start a panic. I think if the NADF shows up, they will panic, Jude. At least if we show them what happened, they will have time to prepare. We don't know if this is a one-time thing, Jude said. Do you really think it's a one-time thing? Do you really think the mine collapse in Pikeville was an accident? What does your gut tell you? My gut says, he paused, rubbing his temples. My gut says this is just the beginning. We need to say something, Jude. We need to show them what happened. Should I show the footage of Wytheville? We can't hide the truth. What if people start to panic, she asked. Remind people to do their best to replace fear with reason. Tell them we don't know of any plans to attack other SACs, but that we suspect we all might be in danger. And for God's sake, if anyone gets a visit from the NADF, don't resist. Got it, Zara said, taking notes. Anything else? Let people know the Sparrows will be putting out guidelines for leaving a sustainable agricultural community. After everything we've done to help the SACs, the best thing we can do for them now might be to show them how to leave everything behind. Here are some insights. For context, something has happened to another sustainable agricultural community in Appalachia. A different one, not the one where the mine, Pikeville was where the mine collapsed, and there's another SAC named Wytheville, and that's another regular SAC, mostly a farming community, and the new American Defense Forces showed up demanding all the kids for extraction to compulsory monitored education. What's wrong with this picture? Number one, kids don't go to compulsory monitored education unless they fail their exams. Nobody failed their exams. Number two, they're taken by the regional defense forces. Remember the National Guard, state police, not the military. Right? And they come for specific kids, not for all of them. So something's not right. Something else. Chiella found out that Consolidated Agricultural and Mining Operations already had plans to grow crops on Wytheville's land 2 weeks before the NADF showed up. So clearly this was a coordinated effort by the new American government to wipe out a SAC. Their excuse was taking kids for CME, but that was just an excuse once they hit the ground, and then that caused the commotion and chaos, and there was gunfire exchange, and some people were killed. And basically what happened is the NADF forcibly removed everybody out of that SAC, everybody who survived, and took them to the city and completely confiscated and took over the land and wiped out that SAC. So that's the second SAC that has totally fallen now because of the federal government. And it's not even a legal move. It's like they're using military tactics, like guerrilla tactics and excuses to just wipe out a SAC, and they're not even concerned with it being legal or not, at least not yet. So the SACs are starting to go down, and we know exactly what's going on. We know President Connor doesn't like the SACs, and he's wanting to take them out. And before he even has a legal excuse to try and come after them, he's already starting to take them out. So Jude and Zara have decisions to make. They don't know of a specific plan to wipe out all the SACs in New America, but they're putting two and two together, and they're looking at what's happening, and they can see the writing on the wall. So they have to make the call. Do we tell people, watch out, the government is coming for the SACs, they're going to come wipe you out, get out of there? Or do they wait for more evidence? But if they wait for more evidence, then that means more people are going to be taken off guard and more people might get killed. So they have to make the call and decide, you know what? It's better that we warn people ahead of time than not tell them and then let them deal with the NADF when they show up and, possibly get in a conflict and lose their lives. At least if they leave ahead of time, they have a much better chance of success, which is a hard pill to swallow because the Sparrows were all about saving the SACs. That was their whole mission, besides getting Callum back, was to save the SACs. And now their mission is saving the lives of people in the SACs, even though it might mean leaving them behind. So It's moving quickly, so let's see what happens in chapter 3 and see who else might be the next target.